Jordan vow after his beheading of Japan hostage Goto. Jordan has vowed to do all it can to secure the release of a pilot captured by Islamic State, after a video was released appearing to show the beheading of a Japanese hostage. Jordan echoed Japan in strongly condemning the murder of Kenji Goto. The pilot, Moaz al-Kasasbeh, was captured when his plane came down in December on a mission to support the US-led, anti-IS military coalition. Jordan says it is willing to exchange an Iraqi prisoner for his safe return. Government spokesman Mohammed al-Momeni told the official Petra news agency the administration was doing everything it can to save the life and secure the release of its pilot. He said, "All state organizations have been mobilized to secure the proof of life that we require so that he can be freed and returned to his home." Line. Jawdat Safi, brother of Islamic State captive Jordanian pilot Moaz al-Kasasbeh. Analysis, Kevin Connolly, BBC News, Amman, Jordan. Very little has been heard of al-Kasasbeh since he fell into the hands of the militants. His family continue to hope and pray for his safety and want their government to do more and to share more of whatever information it may have with them. They cling to the hope that the killing of Kenji Goto doesn't necessarily have direct immediate implications for the safety of the young pilot. The danger for the Jordanian government is that Islamic State may see al-Kasasbeh as a hostage of particularly high value because of his role in the air campaign and may demand a very high political price for his freedom, if they can prove that he is still alive. Japan wakes up to bad news. Profile, Islamic State. Profile, Moaz al-Kasasbeh. Line. Mr. Momeni also said that Jordan had spared no effort, in coordination with the Japanese government, to save the life of Mr. Goto. Relatives of al-Kasasbeh urged the government to do more for him and provide more information. Yasin Rawashda, an uncle of the pilot, said, "We want the government to tell us the truth." The latest video made no mention of al-Kasasbeh. His father, Safi, told Associated Press, "This is my son. I'm always concerned about him and any development makes me more concerned." Kenji Goto's friend Mark Chef, "Our hearts are very heavy with this news." Al-Kasasbeh's F-16 crashed in IS-held territory in Syria in December. The US-led coalition has been targeting IS with airstrikes since September. The first IS demand, last week, had been for $200 million, £130 million, in return for two Japanese hostages, Mr. Goto and Haruna Yukawa. After a 72-hour deadline passed, IS said it had beheaded Mr. Yukawa. IS then demanded the release of Sajida al-Rishawi, on death row in Jordan for her role in hotel bombings in Amman in 2005 that killed 60. It gave a deadline of sunset on Thursday for a deal under which Mr. Goto would be freed in return for Rishawi. Shinzo Abe, February 1. Shinzo Abe condemned the killing of Mr. Goto, calling it a heinous act. Junko Ishido, mother of Japanese journalist Kenji Goto. The news left Mr. Goto's mother Junko Ishido distraught. Support for Kenji Goto in Tokyo, February 1. Support for Kenji Goto in Tokyo. However, Jordan demanded that al-Kasasbeh also be released and called for proof he was still alive. The video showing the apparent beheading of Mr. Goto brought the renewed offer from Jordan on Sunday of an exchange for Rishawi. Mr. Goto, 47, a respected journalist known for his work covering the suffering of civilians in war zones, went to Syria in October, reportedly to try to secure Mr. Yukawa's release. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said on Sunday he would not give in to terrorism and that he would expand his support to countries fighting IS. Prime Minister Abe said Japan would work with the international community to bring those responsible for Mr. Goto's apparent murder to justice. The latest video, which has all the hallmarks of previous IS propaganda videos, has not been authenticated, but Japanese officials believe it is genuine. In the video, Mr. Goto is seen kneeling in an orange jumpsuit. A militant speaking with an English accent who is believed to have appeared in previous videos and is known as Jihadi John, addresses Mr. Abe, accusing him of a reckless decision to take part in an unwinnable war. Mr. Abe called the killing a heinous act, adding that Japan would work with the international community to bring those responsible for Mr. Goto's apparent murder to justice. Mr. Goto's mother Junko Ishido said she was speechless at his death, saying he had gone to Syria out of kindness and courage.